Hello everyone, today we're talking about a bear, Wojtek. Wojtek was a Syrian brown bear who was an official soldier in the Polish 22nd Artillery Supply Company. Wojtek was discovered by Polish troops serving in Iran, who were part of the joint Soviet and British occupation of the country during World War II. Despite Poland being completely occupied during World War II, Polish units were still formed by Polish citizens abroad, including soldiers imprisoned by the Soviet Union, who were released to fight Germany once the Soviet Union and Germany were at war in the summer of 1941. These Polish troops first discovered Wojtek in the spring of 1942. He was just a cub, in the possession of a young Iranian boy at a railway station in Hamadan, Iran. It was discovered the cub's mother had been shot by hunters. Story goes a lieutenant swapped chocolate and a pocket knife for the cub. The bear would spend 3 months in a refugee camp and would eventually be adopted by the Polish 2nd Transport Company, which would later become the 22nd Artillery Supply Company. Wojtek wasn't much use in combat in his initial entry into the Polish army, but he immediately charmed anyone in his company. He learned to salute, would sleep amongst the soldiers at night keeping them warm, and would wrestle with soldiers. He was a great boost to morale. He was given the name Wojtek, a nickname meaning happy warrior. He traveled with the Polish army throughout the Middle East and into Egypt. Wojtek was clever and had a great temperament. He picked up many tricks from soldiers he served with. He would drink beer and learn to march on his hind legs. He could even smoke cigarettes, though he preferred to eat them. All in all, a somewhat cruel existence for a bear that should be in the wild, but at least view this in the context that he was rescued and well loved. He grew up while on campaign. His first soldierly contribution was likely guarding camp. A thief in camp one night stumbled upon Wojtek and hastily and clumsily tried to flee, leading to his ultimate apprehension. Before Wojtek could see direct combat, he was given official status in the army with papers and pay. This allowed him to be transported to Italy as a soldier. He was originally refused transport as a mascot. He first saw frontline action in Italy at the Battle of Monte Cassino in early 1944, by which point he weighed over 90 kilograms or 200 pounds. At Monte Cassino, Wojtek was never actually meant to participate in combat, but he was often mimicking the actions of soldiers, his friends around him. During the battle, he copied the actions of men conveying vital artillery shells. Wojtek was said to have moved a significant quantity of shells, and never once dropped a shell or crate, and genuinely contributed to the combat effort. He was able to carry significantly more than the average man. It was this service that earned Wojtek the promotion from private to corporal. Wojtek became such an important figure to the men of the 22nd Artillery Supply Company. He became part of their emblem. 50,000 Allied casualties were suffered at Monte Cassino. Thankfully, Wojtek was largely protected during the war, and the vast majority of his participation was simply to boost morale. His only injury was a scorpion bite during the war. There are exaggerated stories of Wojtek and other animals during the war, but Wojtek was likely the only bear to see any sort of combat, despite many photos that suggest otherwise, which are fabrications. Wojtek's contribution to the morale of the men he served with was important. He deserves to be remembered and honored for it. Wojtek made his way to Scotland with his Polish company after the war, and in 1947 retired to the Edinburgh Zoo, where he was very popular and always responsive to anyone speaking Polish. He died in 1963, at a good age for his species, at 21. He weighed over 500 kilograms or 1,100 pounds. He is honored both in Poland and Scotland by statues. Alright, I'm Johnny. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, it helps very much to give a like or subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.